From the Queen City, we're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Paul Goldschmidt, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour, big, sweeping breaking ball, and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know. For a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
Now in the box, John Jay, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway tonight from the Queen City as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, one game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hit out towards second. And Jay's on base. He's got a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box, David Peralta, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll step in here at 275. 21 homers and 66 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Peralta hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Jay at second. Peralta at first with no outs. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 15 long balls and 85 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The set and a 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. DeSclafani is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. Alex Avila is on deck. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Now the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Reds nothing. Paul Hamels will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he could throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Coming to the plate now, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
And here's Jose Peraza. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. In is Joey Votto now. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. Number 26 for him on the season. And with it, the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Stepping up now, Eugenio Suarez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Hamels has his sign. Here's the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. At the plate, Daniel Descalso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Nope.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
So striding forward now, Adeiny Echeverria. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Paul Hamels, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Two out, nobody on. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a baseball.
In now is John Jay, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He singled to open up the ball game. Jay behind 0-2 now.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Stepping in, Adam Duvall, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Descalzo. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hit hard to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Snap move over to first. Runners back. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Schebler, base runner at first with one out. Looking at a tough pitch called to strike. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Ready now, Tucker Barnhart. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a drive out toward left center field. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Into the box now, Anthony DeSclafani, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We've played two. It's now 2-1 Cincy. Bigging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Now here's the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Schebler on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollard.
In now, A.J. Pollard picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Hamilton averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. One is a cutter that misses. 2-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
There's a strike.
Roll down, 3-2.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So striding in, Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. Hamilton leads off second with nobody out. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
First baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. A man at third with one away. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he fouls this one off. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Reds 3 and the D-backs 1. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Descalso. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there for strike 1. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. And that misses 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Coming to the plate now, Adam Duvall. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball right side, and he'll reach to knock this ball down, and the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Diamondbacks have elected to...
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. And that brings up Scott Schebler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Duvall on at first, nobody out. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Drilled down the line. Escobar scoops it up, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in now, Tucker Barnhart. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. From the stretch. Now both runners on the move. No balls and a strike to count. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Fouled off.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play, as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And it's 1-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Anthony DeSclafani becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Hamilton, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 0-2, here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Count still at 1-2. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Oh, you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
And here's Jose Peraza as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Reds are on top, 4-1. Here's Echeverria now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The pitcher number 35, Cole Hamels.
Standing in, Cole Hamels. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Hamels is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder, John.
In now is John Jay. He singled and later scored his team's only run back in the very first inning. He's 1 for 2. Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Two and two now. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it 4-1. Stepping up to the plate, Joey Votto. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Joey Votto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball two. Hey. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball two.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-1 now.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Adam Duvall is on deck. The 3-1. Taken, strike two.
3-2.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Scott Schebler is on deck. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. 3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Scott Schebler. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Set and the pitch. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. One there. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Standing in now, Scooter Gennett, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hamels comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Heading out towards shallow right. Jay has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Ready once again, David Peralta. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
On its way is pitch number 75. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something. without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Striding in, A.J. Pollard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Pollard, originally from the state of Connecticut, he was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
6th inning, 4-1 is our score. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. He struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Ready for another chance? Anthony DeSclafani. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollard is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning, but his club trails 4-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Alex Avila. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Schebler waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. David Hernandez takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Here's Echeverria now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Descalso is off at first with 2 away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. Ready for another shot now. Jose Peraza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jose Peraza.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Towards second. And he'll get in there safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint. But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Joey Votto will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Here it comes on 0-2 to first. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that same situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, D-Roll, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
1-0 the count. None out, runners at first and second. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Jay, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. So 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Tapper up the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Shebler.
Standing in, Scott Shebler, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Votto at third. Suarez over at second. Shebler at first. 1 gone. Hit on the ground out to short. Descalzo. The relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Reds out in front, 5-1. Steven Souza is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Steven Souza.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Missed with a slider. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle. Peraza ranging up the middle. And he's safe.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
In now is John Jay. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's hitless in 6 tries. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Souza rounds third and is digging for the plate, and a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1 home. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A runner at second, nobody out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Duvall moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Jay is on his way home. He scores as it's now a 2-run game. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Goldschmidt, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt here. Set, and the 2-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A jumping catch at second for 1. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Reds 5 and the Diamondbacks 3. Jorge De La Rosa is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Tucker Barnhart will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Lifted in the air to center. Pollock has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Phil Gosselin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 46, Phil Gosselin.
Santiago Casilla will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. None left for Cincinnati, and it remains 5-3. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Raisel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Leading off the inning, Eduardo Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch on its way to Avila. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. that is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Iglesias, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Arizona down to its last strike. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now at the plate, Adeiny Echeverria. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Descalso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Lamb will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 22, James Lamb.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Shot toward right center. And he delivers in the pinch as this will plate 1 and possibly 2. And the runner is in from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He beats the tag. Safe. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th.
You know, D-Roy, there are some guys that shy away from hitting when it really counts. Top of the 9th, and this guy comes through to tie this thing up.
Yeah, he was able to slow the moment down right there. Get this back to square. There's still a bottom of the 9th looming. Let's see if they can tack on a few more.
In now, John Jay. A ball and no strikes. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias: 2 hits in 7 tries. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. We're all knotted up headed to the bottom of the 9th as the Reds will try to walk it off. Archie Bradley enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. And here's Jose Peraza, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
1-2 now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Digging in and looking for more, Joey Votto. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. The 1-2. started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's 0 for 5. This is line to left. Peralta is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Reds are down in order. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Jared Hughes takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Jared Hughes.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 1-0. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, A.J. Pollock. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Pitch out, Nothing doing. The 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. Number 66 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 66.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jeanette, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. 1-2-3 go the Reds. This remains a 5-all ball game. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Eduardo Escobar struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Alex Avila is on deck. in there, and it's full 3-2. And he strikes out again, and that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Striding into the box, Alex Avila. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on its way to Avila. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalzo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Stepping in, Adeiny Echeverria. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Zach Weiss trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 49, Zach Weiss. Now playing right field with that in the ninth spot. Number 17,
John Ryan Murphy will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Ryan Murphy.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 5 homers and 31 RBIs. The 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Now the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. No runs, a hit, 2 left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all tied 5-5. Matt Andrees takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Digging in to try it again, Tucker Barnhart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Tucker Barnhart.
Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Andrees stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Jay at the track. The wall. Ball game. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Zach Weiss earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available: Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the National League West, the Reds totaled 11 hits as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks, 6-5. German Marquez pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line as Colorado got the best of the Dodgers, 2-1. Cesar Hernandez had 3 hits on the day, helping the Phillies get past the Padres, 4-2. The San Francisco Giants got 12 hits in this one as they sank the visiting Buccos 10-7. The Brewers amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-5. The Marlins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-0. The Cubs picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the visiting Nats 8-7. The Texas Rangers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 8-7. Troy Tulowitzki picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame as Toronto took care of the Rays 4-3. Alex Cobb got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 5-3. The Indians combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-2. With the victory, it brought their win streak to 13. The Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-4. The Kansas City Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-0. Zach Cozart had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 6-5. He is currently riding a 12-game hitting streak. The Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they blasted the Astros 6-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.